Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Brian the Divine Healer here with you. Just bumping into my table. Yeah, it's kind of clumsy a little bit. Anyways, welcome back to the channel. Like I said, Brian the Divine Healer here. Getting ready to do your reading. That's right. So, let's see what's going on with y'all today. And who we're going to do? We're going to do Virgo Libras. That's right. Before we get into this, Divine Squad, my little subscribers, thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and your comments. It's just, you don't know how much that means to me. I really appreciate that. Okay, so, noobs, that's you, back to you. You're the Virgo Libra Cusp, right? So if your birthday was September 19th through the 25th, you, my friends, are part of the cusp of beauty. Ooh, so beautiful, right? Of course we are. Here we go. Let's get into your reading. I'm using my Arcanum deck, right? Beautiful deck. You guys will love it. Trust me. Those that have seen it, those that haven't, well, you know, here it is. So, where are we going? What are we gonna do? What's on the hot plate today? Well, before I get into that, noobs, I lay 2 cards down, and those 2 cards represent your duality, right? After that, I'll leave a message. In the message, through the story, I'll finalize it with an outcome, right? And you'll have your 2 cards at the end to, you know, give you your verdict and your outcome, and then you can do whatever you want. But if you're outside, it's cold, so bundle up. Okay. So let me shuffle these up here, and then we'll see what your energy is now, because it's for the present. It's not for the past nor the future. Though things might come up of the past or the future, that is just the event that we're talking about now, okay? Because that's what the energy is for. It's for now, okay? So let me give these a couple more, and then we'll be cracking it wide open. So how y'all doing? Y'all having a great day, right? Probably working or stuck inside because it's cold, and you're probably ready to bust out the Twister or the Checkers or something. I don't know. It's funny, but thank you for watching my channel. I appreciate that. So, are you ready? Here we go. Here comes your first card of your energy now. There you go. 3 of Wands. Well, you waiting on something? Right? It looks like you're waiting for something, right? 3 of Wands. Exploring something, waiting for your ships to come in, but you're just standing there, right? Just standing there waiting to see what happens, okay? So, let's find out what that happens to be. Here comes your second card, and then we'll put it all together for you. 7 of Pentacles. Looks like what you've been investing in, you're waiting on a return. Investing in yourself or something. It could be something with your monies, because Pentacles represents stability, right? That's your finances, your career, you know, car, house bills, you know, stuff like that. So it looks like you're waiting on something you've invested in to show a return. Pretty interesting, my fellow Virgo Libras. Let's see what that just might be. So, are you ready for the first card of your story? Okay, let's get into it. Let's dive deep into it. Here's your first card. Well, that kind of stuff. 10 of Wands, burdens, blockages, barriers, things that are weighing heavy on you, okay? So it really looks like to me this is a positive card now, because you're waiting on an investment. You're waiting on to pick your harvest, we'll say. And so here with the 10 of Wands, 10s represent endings, completions. So what I think you are waiting for is the burdens to be over with. Or it could be this waiting for the investment is very burdensome, which I'd lean on that more. The waiting part for you to see your return in your investments is really burdensome for you. Yeah. Interesting. Three of Cups. Well, Three of Cups could signify like a celebration, right? Could be collaboration, really, like with your emotions, putting two into one, basically, because there's Three Cups and she's pouring well, this isn't that card, but in the other card is the Three of Cups. She's like pouring the two cups into one. So it's an exploration of your emotions, collaboration of possibly joining forces. Okay, joining forces. Wow. Okay, I don't know. I'm stumped. Let's just keep going. I'm not seeing anything past that Three of Cups, because the burdens is really there sticking to my head, which means you're tired of waiting around to see your investments come through, and you're waiting on this kind of ending so then you could possibly collaborate. Let me get rid of that collaboration. Knight of Swords. Well, it's the exploration of your emotions, right? So what it seems to me is that you are, you're really like buckling down on your emotions through this process, right? You're really trying to hold it down, trying to really emotionally explore different avenues of trying to deal with this here waiting, right? Waiting for the burdens of your investments of being processed. And so now with the Knight of Swords here, there's like there could be some communication coming in, okay? Knights are about taking action. Swords is your mind, but it's also the way, communication. So there's some action being taken towards communication, okay? So I'm not sure if someone's bringing you information or you are set out to seek on information. Maybe I'm really kind of feeling here that you're kind of waiting around for some shit to really blossom and bloom, and that's burdensome for you. So now emotionally you're exploring different avenues and way to take action. Yes, that is exactly it. Sometimes it takes a minute for it to kick out, you know what I mean? But I'll get it for you. Okay. Where are we going with this? Where are you off on your horse to? Page of Pentacles. So it looks like you're off to start well, I wouldn't say start, I would say really present or make an offer of, some kind of stability. So maybe what comes in for you is news of some stability. So it's like somebody's coming in and communicating to you that there is an offer on the table for you, really, okay? Because you're, borderline impatient, and it's kind of burdensome for you here to be waiting on what you've invested in. So you go ahead and you start developing ways to try to ease this waiting around. And in that process of exploring that emotionally, because that's what we have to do, is separate our emotions from our logic, and then we see a clear path. It's called clarity. And so at that present moment, there is some very fast communication that comes into you about an offer. Ooh, sorry, I had lunch, I got the hiccups. Yeah, so here somebody is presenting you an offer, and it's through communication, okay? And it's coming in very fast, because that Knight of Swords is quick. It's hard charging. It's almost like Warpath. So somebody's very determined to come in and speak this to you about this stability, okay? Stability is referring to the Pentacles, and Pentacles is about your money, it's your job, it's, you know, that kind of stuff. And it really relates here to the Seven of Pentacles. So you've invested in stuff that you've been waiting on for it to come through, and emotionally you don't want to drown yourself, but you don't want to also kind of lose it emotionally in weighing yourself down with this burden of waiting, right? And at that moment, when you try to balance and explore your emotions to figure out how to soothe yourself, well, then there comes some kind of communication very quickly about an offer, right? Okay, now that we boiled all that down, let's get into the rest of the story. Take you. Well, we could take you too, but there's like 17 cards on the floor. Hangman. It looks like there's a momentary pause. There's like something that stalls. Or maybe that you feel a little stuck with what's being presented because pages are small, kind of immature. It's like somebody not showing their complete hand, right? It's like a little offer. So it's like, hey, I like you, but they're not going to tell you they really love you. You know what I mean? That kind of sense. But this is what it's financially. It has to do with your finances. Okay, so maybe this little nugget that's coming in is leaving you stuck, right? Leaving you stuck a little bit in. Now the High Priestess comes out. So it almost feels to me like here with the High Priestess, it's like it's either you're going to trust your intuition in this momentary like slight offer that really stops you kind of being like, what? That's it? Or it's trusting that your intuition will not, know within yourself to really explore your emotions, to not get trapped with this Ten of Wands, waiting on your investments that, you put into, really your career, your finances, things like that. And so when this offer comes in, it leaves you a little stuck, but stuck as in you just pause for a minute. So now what I think is you're really going to trust your intuition. You're going to really rely on your intuition on which way to go, how to handle this, how to approach this, maybe even accept or deny the offer, okay? Because this kind of puts you back, right? It's like you've been doing a lot of work, investing, and there's some failures, but there's a lot of success. And so that emotional part for you is the burdens of that waiting, right? Okay, let's pull another card. Queen of Swords. Wow. I'm sorry, but you are like, you ain't having it. It's like you're trusting your intuition to cut it off because it's just going to leave you stuck with this bait. It's like this little tiny offer. It's like somebody's just kind of breadcrumbing you a little bit, right? And it could, when I'm talking about Pentacles and career and all that other stuff, it really could be that here. But what really stands out is this Three of Cups. This Three of Cups. And somehow maybe this could be related to a love offer. Even though the official tarot love card offers aren't out here, this is an offer here, the page. Man, this one's tough because you're very harsh. Well, not harsh, but you're very direct in your communication, expressing of your intuition on, like, you're like, what? This is what you're going to offer me? And you came in real fast with this kind of let's mix things together, which really creates the burdens for you. Okay, so maybe the investment really wasn't about a career. Okay, maybe it could be you just investing in yourself. You've been alone, and that's burdensome for you. So now there's really, I want to say, I feel with all my heart that this one's an offer. Someone wants to explore emotions with you, and they come in very fast, offering just a little bit, right? It's like 50 Cent said, just a little bit. And that leaves you stuck. But you're trusting your intuition to know that you have to cut this off because it isn't much. You've invested in more than yourself than what this person's trying to invest in you. That's really what it is. Yes. Someone comes in wanting to offer very swiftly stability of, hey, let's join forces, right? Let's pour your cup into my cup and my cup into this one, and then we'll have one cup. And when I speak of cups, it's emotion. So it's like, emotionally, it's love, it's all that kind of stuff that goes with that. And I really feel that there's somebody here that is trying to present that to you, and that is what's leaving you stuck in the sense of that's all you have to give me, and you're trusting your intuition to know that you've given yourself more than what this person's offering you, and it's not you're cutting it off. Yeah, cutting it off. Sorry, the reading was a little tricky because, like I said, that Three of Cups just sticking on me. Sticking on me. Now you have the Hermit. So when you trust your intuition to know that you're going to cut this off and be very direct in your communications and say this is quite not enough of what I need, because what you're offering is just, small time. And that creates burdens for you because you've invested more in yourself than what this person is trying to give you very quickly, right? So now you're going the Hermit, right? So then you retreat after you speak what you have to speak very directly, and cutting this off because you know it's just going to leave you stuck. So now you go within, you hermitize yourself. I call hermit mode. So you just retreat, you back off, you analyze things, you go within and find your inner light to really see if this is what you should have done, which is really trust your intuition. And that's Judgment. Yes. So the investment here is really, it's looking like a relationship because this is what you're waiting for, right? Waiting for a relationship, because with the Three of Cups here, it's like, it's about love. It's about exploring your emotions together, okay? And so that is what has been a burden for you. Maybe you're not in a relationship. Maybe you've had some and they weren't working out, and you're just holding out for, that ultimate relationship, and that's the burdens for you. And so now someone comes in with wanting to express this emotional side to you, as far as giving you this offer very quickly. And that leaves you pushed back, a little stuck to be like, what? This is all you're offering me? So now you trust your intuition to cut it out and not accept it, but you retreat within yourself and analyze that you were correct in knowing what you knew, because the High Priestess is knowing without knowing. And so that's judgment, right? So that you just put your foot down. Put your foot down on that, and basically halting this offer. Yeah. So now you have the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is going to say, listen, this isn't enough for me. I need more, because I invested myself more than what you're offering. And so once you retreat and you directly say what you need to say, because you're trusting your intuition that this offer really is going to leave you stuck, your judgment is to continue to work on your own stability, right? Here, same things, in a sense. So it's like, nah, thanks, I'm kind of fine where I'm at, I'm just gonna keep on keeping on. Interesting. Yeah, Six of Cups. So now really even though that's like the nostalgia card and you're like maybe reflecting back on if you made the right emotional decision or not, it's like you're not going to get hung up on this, okay? You're not going to get stuck. You're not going to get hung up. You're not going to be trapped in your emotions, because sixes represent perseverance. So you're just going to basically persevere through your emotions and realize that if you don't cut it off, you're possibly going to be stuck with, this minimal offer that, you really invest in yourself more than what this person is trying to offer you, and that creates a whole bunch of burdens for you, right? It's too much weight. Too much weight. Okay, we're getting to the last card, and then we'll pull your outcome. Well, it's like you really say, I'm sorry, this isn't enough for me, because something's fishy with this offer. Because look at the cup, it has a little fish in there. So this is another offer, but it's really an apology. So you're kind of apologizing, which is, stabilizing. I'm not stabilizing. It's really persevering in your emotions, because you were really tangled up here with the burdens of, what? This is all you're going to give me? I deserve more than this, because I've invested myself for myself better than what you're offering me. So there's no really contribution to what you're offering me, right? And so here with the Page of Cups and the High Priestess, it's like you're trusting your intuition to know that, you're still going to emotionally not, let this beat you up, because you're going to continue working on yourself and your own stability. And you're just kind of like, hey, I'm sorry, this just isn't going to work for me. And so you really be, truthful and upfront and honest, and you speak that. Holy crap. Yeah, that was kind of difficult to get out, because it looked like there was a couple twists and turns here with, is it an offer of an emotional kind of connection, or is it just you trying to see where your money's going, right? Your finances, your stability that way. But it's really somebody presenting something that isn't worth basically what the pretty penny shines to be like. Okay, here comes your next card. Magician, right? So there was a little I don't read reversals and stuff, but I'm pretty sure with the Magician reversed, it's like it's manipulation, it's trickery, it's, you know, that kind of thing. So even with it being upright, magic is magic. Magic is trickery. Magic is, you know, sleight of hand. Oh, look at the deck in my hand. Now it's not. I just did magic, right? So something like that. So let me get the last card here and clarify this. I was right, the truth, yes. So there was manipulation in the truth. There was a little magic behind the truth. So what this person was trying to offer you definitely was a trick. It was a trick. It wasn't really them wanting to explore emotions with you, join forces and pour those cups into one, right? Signifying a union. It's definitely a trick. And so you're not falling for it because you trust your intuition to know that this offer is going to leave you stuck because you invested in more in yourself than what they're trying to offer you, even though they're coming in quick and heavy and hard with this. Oh, I see you're by yourself and I see that, you know, it's burdensome and da-da-da-da-da. You're trusting your intuition to really speak your truth as the Queen of Swords and say, no, this is not what I want. And that puts you in hermit mode, so you immediately analyze everything that you have done and you have said to make sure that what you're doing and what you're saying is correct. And it is, because judgment's being called. And now you go back to work on yourself, rebuilding your stability, waiting still. Now you're back in this kind of waiting because you've persevered in your emotions, which means you really didn't let yourself get stuck. See, stuck in your emotions of the past, which means you're not reflecting on, well, this could have been, or this can be. And, you know, not everybody puts all their at once to, you know, show you who they are. And so you just gracefully bow down and apologize and say, this isn't going to work for me. And what really turns out to be is that there was some manipulation, a little trickery behind this whole thing of this offer, and the Ace of Swords speaks of that truth. So, wow. I was like, you caught it before you got into it, really. Yes. And you cut it off because you realized that it wasn't worth more than what you were giving yourself. So, like I said, there was no added contribution because they were only offering you a little tiny bit pages. Like, what are you, chump change? Flipping? You know what I mean? So, no. It looks like they were trying to get more out of you than they were trying to give to you, right? That's what it really is. So, with that being said, my friends, that is your reading. I know it sounded a little grisly, a little twisty and turny, but, you know, basically, I think you get it. So, with that being said, I appreciate y'all coming out. Thanks for your time. You know what I mean? Thanks for your energy. When you go out in the world, be safe, be brave, bundle up, and have a great day. Peace and pray. We'll see you.